Good morning, everybody. This is Geneva of Geneva's Closet Talk Show. How you doing today? I said I was going to be back on today, and I know it's early. I know it's Monday morning. It's early. People are on their way to work. I don't know about school because my kids don't have school today, but I know it's early. I know people on their way to work, but I feel like I need to talk about this now because if I wait, I probably won't come on here and talk about it till some other time because I have some things to do today. So I wanted to talk to all the single mothers with sons. This is something that I brought up at the ends of the video that I did yesterday, and the reason is because I have a son, but I had my son after I had my three daughters, so I already know how it is to raise girls. I already know you got periods, breasts, puberty, all the hormones, all of that stuff, know about that because those are things that I had to deal with. But then when I get to my son, it's a whole new experience for me. And not to say that he doesn't have a father or someone to go to, because he does, but I'm just trying to figure out my role in this whole thing. Or let's say when his dad is not necessarily around and then I have to, have conversations with my son. I'm trying to figure out how am I supposed to go about this. Some things are a little awkward to me. And then there's another thing. I personally don't feel like boys um, are valued like girls are, because when we have our daughters, we talk to them about how precious their body is and how precious their vagina is and how they shouldn't be giving that up to everyone. I mean, we literally have the conversation with the girls about how precious it is. You don't give it up to everybody. But do we have the same conversation with our boys? Do we tell them that their penis is precious? Their testicles and penis is precious, and you shouldn't be going around sticking that in any old girl's vagina. Do we have that exact same conversations with our sons? I don't know if we necessarily do. I just don't think that it's valued. I mean, the sex talk. I mean, I think the sex talk most with girls, I think it goes a little bit deeper. Find somebody that respects you, that loves you, that really wants to be with you because you need to value your body. Like these are the sex talks that we have with our girls, because you don't want to run out and then, get pregnant and have babies. But with our son, I believe the only real talk that we're having with our sons, I'm assuming, as far as sex, is don't go out there and get any girls pregnant. That's it. Just don't be getting no girls pregnant. But what else? Because I want my son to feel like his body is valued. I mean, because it really is the fact that the babies, because I've said this before, the fact that the babies comes from men speaks volumes. Speaks volumes. And for that reason, their bodies should be valued, and we should really be having a serious sex conversations with our sons, because we got to make sure that they're not out here spraying these babies around everywhere. I mean, how many times have you heard or have you said that babies come from women? I mean, yeah, we nurture the babies, but that ain't originally where it came from. We have to say exactly where it come from and stop lying and say that babies come from women. No, babies come from men. Their body should be valued. They should know that. They should understand. What is the word that I'm using? The word that I'm looking for? I can't even think of it, but they should understand the what they have to do. You understand? It's all about value. But anyway, so I was having a conversation with my sister, because I said yesterday in the video that my sister has two kids. She had her son first, and then she had her daughter. And her son is my nephew is probably about a year or two older than my son. So actually, she got more boy experience. So I probably had kids before she did and have more kids than she does. But actually, she has more experience with raising boys than I do. So I had a conversation with my sister. It was a few months ago, and I had this conversation with her about the whole sex and the whole penis thing and the penis, getting hard. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, how do I have that conversation? Like, how do I talk to my son about his penis getting hard? Sex, because I know that these are things that's about to start taking place if it hasn't already started taking place. And I have went to a few older guys and asked them, did they have the sex talk? Did they mother or father have the sex talk with them? And how would they go about saying it, but I just felt like it was completely different hearing it come from my sister. And this is basically what she said. She said, without like trying to, because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but she said that when a young, and I just thought that this made sense because she brought up some spiritual things with it. She told me that she don't feel like that when a boy, when boys at their young ages, what, 12, 13, 14, whenever their penis started getting hard, they started having these thoughts or whatever, she don't, I know most people say that it's okay, sons, to have them thoughts. Your penis is getting on hard, do you for the most part. But that's not what my sister said. She said that they should not be having those thoughts. And it's a spiritual thing. She said the spirits seem like that they come and they mess with our sons, mess with our boys at an early age and start getting in there, playing around with their mind, which gets them to start getting hard and start thinking about the girls and stuff. She said that she tries to teach her son to, I wish my sister was here to explain it. I wish I would have sent the link and brought her on, but I know she's doing her thing today because she runs a daycare. So I know she got the babies with her today. But she said that you shouldn't be fantasizing or lusting over anybody, that the Most High says that in the Bible. And I was like, he sure does say that. But I don't know if we take that scripture and we only put it when you are older, or if you are married, then you shouldn't be lusting over anybody. But if you're not married, and if you're, I guess, 13, 14, and you're lusting to the point that your penis is getting on hard, or let's say if you're a girl and you're 13, 14, 15, lusting to the point that your vagina is vibrating, then I guess that's okay. Then I guess the Most High is okay with you lusting, with you having sexual thoughts about other people, other things, maybe seeing something on TV. I don't know. Maybe the Most High is okay with children or whoever watching porn. Maybe the Most High is okay with that. Maybe that's what the world is saying. The reason why I never heard anyone say it the way that my sister said it, which made me really think about that. That's true. It do really seem like the spirits be messing with our sons at early age, because you hear early that they're having wet dreams and the period and the penis is getting hard. But when you have a conversation with a man about it, it's more like, yeah, son, you did your thing. It's getting hard, son. Well, it be like that sometimes. And they be like, yeah, he was in the bathroom for some hours. I knew what my son was in there doing. But how is that right? To be in there fantasizing about some girl playing with yourself. It's almost as if at an early age you are taught not to have, not to be able to, I just can't get my words together this morning, not to be able to really do something with your mind where that it doesn't go off there, really to be able to control yourself. That's the word, control yourself. Control, because my opinion, today men act like that they can't control yourself. That's why it's so much of, that's how men are. That's why men do as they do. That's a man. So by the time you get done listening to men, so I guess that's why men cheat all the time, because that's men. That's what the penis is for. The penis is made to stick in a ton of vaginas and not to be, respect your own self, just to be out there busting babies everywhere. That's what it's for. That's why it's hanging down there, so you can see it hanging, so you can take your hand and play with it. That's why the Most High put it there. I believe that every part of our body is used for a certain reason, and it is absolutely supposed to be used for a certain reason. I don't think that the Most High made sperm inside the testicles to shoot up out of the penis so it can go on your hand, so it can go in the woman's mouth, so it can go in the woman's body, on her chest, on her belly. I think it's supposed to go in one spot. And I think that's in the vagina of the woman that you love and you're supposed to be with. Now, this is not what we all do. But this is what I feel like I need to tell my son. That if my son is sitting up there fantasizing about some girls at, let's say, 13, because right now he's 12, going on 13, but let's say 13, 14, and he's fantasizing about some girls, then maybe I need to tell my son, you have to learn how to control yourself. I need to tell him now, control your penis. Because if not, I swear I'm going to have a son out there talking about, well, that's how men are. I can't control myself. What you mean you can't control yourself? You can't control your penis? Your penis literally has a mind of its own. Like literally. So your mind go this way, your penis gets up and walks and goes off the other way. Ladies, how do we have these conversations with our sons? What do we say to our sons about masturbation? Is it okay? Because if it's okay for your son to masturbate, then if you find out that your daughter at 13, 14 is in the bedroom sticking her finger inside herself thinking about Jason from school, don't get mad. Go in there, fathers and mothers, and give her dap. That's my daughter. That's how girls is. In there masturbating, thinking about Jason at 13. If it's okay for the son, then it's okay for the daughter. How do we have these conversations? I want my son to know that his body is just as special as any girl's. I want him to know that he has a responsibility with his penis, with them two damn testicles, and with that sperm that shoots up out of there. There is a responsibility with that, son. The Most High thought enough of you to give you that responsibility, and you need to do something more with it than be like, I can't control myself. Yeah, no. Now, I already had a conversation with his dad. And his dad was like, well, Geneva, we don't have to, I'm going to sit down with him with my uncles and we're going to have that conversation. And I was like, oh, snap. This is going to be one of them men type of things. And, I'm just trying to figure out what am I supposed to be saying to my son about these things? Where do I fall into place? Because I know I'll get a ton about, that's only supposed to be a man's conversation. Only the man is supposed to do. But the fact of the matter is that, because you hear a lot of people, because I mentioned this yesterday in my video, you hear a lot of people be like that Black women can't raise men, women can't raise men. We raise sissified sons and we raise all of this and all of that. It's just so damn negative. It's so negative. The other day, like I mentioned on the video yesterday, I decided, because like I said, this was a thought in my head and I wanted to go on YouTube to see if I can find any videos that kind of goes on this topic about how single mothers should have the conversation. Specifically, how should single mothers have the conversation with their sons about sex, puberty, their penis, period. Just period. And I wanted to know. Now, I did not look at every single video on YouTube, so I'm pretty sure there was some positive ones. But I wanted to know from the black side and the white side. When I looked on the black side, I see nothing really but negativity. We raise sissy sons. We don't raise good sons. Black women don't know how to raise sons. All of this stuff. Then I went to the white side. The white side was one-on-one about puberty, sons and puberty, men's and father, sex talk one-on-one. And I'm like, why are we so damn aggressive on the black side? You can't raise no son. Look, the fact of the matter is that women probably should not be raising sons. It's probably not the best thing. I mean, it would be nice if the father was there. I mean, damn. Believe me, I'm pretty sure a majority of mothers that are raising their sons by themselves really wish that the fathers was there to help them out, because it is supposed to be a 50-50, 100% thing. I'm pretty dang on sure that the mother would really want the father to go in the bathroom with the son and show him how you pull the penis out and pee in the toilet, in the son, in there, not around the toilet on the seat, but inside. I'm pretty dang on sure that the mothers would prefer the fathers to be there to go inside to make sure that the sons is cleaning his penis right and cleaning around the testicles and doing what he's supposed to do as far as his hygiene correctly. So we wouldn't have to go in there and do that. I'm pretty sure. But the fact of the matter is that there are a lot of single mothers out here. There are a lot of single black mothers out here. And what we need is help. We don't need nobody to sit there and be all mean and stuff and always have something negative to say. Well, you can't raise. No, look, especially for the men. If you have issues with the way that we are raising our sons, stop sitting there being so damn negative and give some good advice. Where's the good advice at? Tell me, how should I be talking to him about masturbation? How should I be talking to him about his penis getting on hard? Because these conversations need to be had. Because I don't want my son, just like I didn't want my girls, running out having this conversation with their friends, because their friends is the same age as you. They can't tell you nothing. They just as about as confused as you are. And what they think that they had, that they think that they know about, they don't know nothing. So that ain't who I want you running to. And if I meant that for my girls, then I mean that for my son. I don't want my son running out there to his friends. His friends? You talking about them same friends that came to him and telling him about Pornhub? Those friends? Hell no, I don't want them friends. They done already told the boy, have you been on Pornhub? Yeah, there's a Pornhub. No, I don't want them coming to my son, talking to him about sex. So let's say that I'm the only person here. There's no father. He's not here. I don't know. He went somewhere. Then how am I supposed to have this conversation with him? That's What I wanted to talk to and find out from the single moms, because I know there's some single moms out there, and I know. Oh, Denise, you on? Well, I'm about to go on my comments right now. Denise, don't you remember we had that conversation, and then you was telling me about how you handled that, right? And I just thought that that was really good advice that you gave me, sister, because I never heard anybody say that. Now, see, Temptation said masturbation is normal. It's too many diseases out here. I don't know if it's normal, CT. I mean, like, I don't know if it's because what comes with masturbation, fantasizing about people. Now I know that there's a scripture about fantasizing. Isn't it, my Denise? Isn't it a scripture in the Bible about lusting? Now, I don't know, like I said before, I don't know if people think that the lusting part is only when you get married. So only when you get married, you're not supposed to be lusting or thinking about other things. But besides that, you can lust anytime. And masturbation, if we're talking about 13 and 14-year-olds that and little kids, you mean to tell me that it's okay for a 13 and 14-year-old to be lusting? So I'm okay with my son lusting. So wait a minute. So then should I be okay with my daughter lusting? So if I got a daughter, come on, to the mothers out there who got little girls that's 12 and 13, you know what time periods and puberty pop in. So is it okay for your little daughters to be in the bedroom 13, 14 years old with their legs open, sticking their fingers in their vagina, playing with themselves, masturbating, thinking about Jason, the 7th and 8th grader at their school? Is that okay, mothers? Yes, yes, because isn't it a demon or a spirit called succubus? And isn't that the one that bothers our sons, comes into their dreams? The reason why they be having wet dreams, I mean, literally will come inside your dream and make you think you having sex, make you think you are having an orgasm just so it can be all on your sheets. I mean, the spirits be messing with our sons very early. And because we don't nip that stuff in the bud, we end up having boys that turn to men that act like they can't control themselves and their penis. They act like the penis have a mind of its own. And when the mind start thinking, the bigger man, the bigger head can't control that. It can't be like down, down, doggy. Down and doggy. You can't get the down doggy. So it controls everything. It just, so this is nothing compared to that penis. I ain't going, not my son. I thank my sister for having that conversation with me, because a man would have never told me on that level. He would have been like, it's okay, let your son go in the bathroom all day and play with himself. Let him spread all around the bathroom if you want to, just as long, because that's how men are. That's what boys do. And like I said, I don't know. Your kids are very curious. If we don't talk to them early, they'll go to their friends, and their friends usually give them wrong advice. Absolutely, chosen. Absolutely. Sister, what? Okay, yep. My sister said, yep, succubus and incubus. Yeah. Because when I had read that, I was shocked. You know what? The thing that I find out about the Most High is that the Most High, God, has broken down everything. If there's anything that you need to know and you're not sure about it, that's in there in that Bible. The Most High definitely explained about lusting people. And it's not only when you're married, it's period, point blank. That's because the dads don't know either. You know, I agree, because I think men on top of men on top of men, and boys and the boys, they've all been taught that way. They've all been taught that way. And I do agree with that. I do. That's why it meant a lot to me to hear from your perspective, because if I had not heard it from my sister's perspective, you know, that Geneva, that might not be okay. We have to talk to our sons about that, and, you know, try to, you know, let them know to not be lusting like that, to be able to control yourself. You know, I would have never thought about that. Never. Sarah said, I showed my kids the definition of boyfriend, girlfriend, and their mouths dropped and said, ew. Oh my God. Now, what definition did you get about that, Sarah? I would love to know the definition that they sing that made them be like, ew. Like, I don't want to know nothing about that. Stevenson said, Geneva, I believe that it's different for me. And then it's from women. It's a fantasizing thing for us. But for boys, you can just touch their stuff and they can get off. That's true. That's why I think we need to figure out a way to do something about that, because I don't think that the Most High created men to be the head of the household, you know, to be, to be the protector, and to also be the one that carries the babies, that spreads around their seeds. He created them, but then they can't control themselves. That's such a huge responsibility, all of that. But then I can't control my penis. If you touch it, it gets hard, and then I don't know what to do. Like, I gotta release it because then I'm gonna get blue balls. Look, I probably need a man to come over here and help me out a little bit with this, but he can't be biased and he definitely can't be mean. You have to be willing to hear where I'm coming from and be a little bit open-minded, because I'm open-minded to hear someone else's perspective, but it can't, you know what I mean? It can't be a disrespectful thing. And, I have to be able to really understand what you're trying to say, because I don't understand how the Most High could have made man first, made him the protector, made him the head of household, and gave him the responsibility of spreading his seeds around the world. Around the world, Craig? Yes, around the world. Just so at the end of the day, I can hear, well, I can't control myself. And that's how men are. And that's what we do. And if you touch it and you look at it too much, it's going to get hard. And then I'm going to have to do something, because that's how men are. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then considering the fact that we have a huge tendency of things just going on from decade to decade to generation, I'm trying to figure out, has that been taught correctly, or have we just been taught wrong for so long? And it's time for somebody, somewhere to say, we're not valuing our sons. Anybody that's the head of household that the Most High made first needs some true value. We got to give these men some value. We got to let them know that their penis and testicles are special. It's special. I mean, who does that? The Most I don't even know. It's babies simmering in there. They're just in there simmering in them testicles. You keep talking about my vagina, my fallopian tubes, and my eggs and stuff, and believe me, they're important. But he important too. Is that not important? Should we not let them know that that's important and try to figure out for them the best way that they should be handling this whole penis thing, masturbation thing? Peach said, I don't know if you want to show the film they showed us in school about diseases that turn me from real to them diseases is something, ain't it? Them diseases is something. But then to say that you should oh, right, this is not to go against. Yeah, no, but to say that you should masturbate because of so many diseases, control. No one has control. No one can be like, well, you know what? I guess I just won't have sex. And when them spiritual things come on, because that's why we have sex addicts now. Come on now. We got sex addicts, so-called sex addicts right now. They keep on getting these thoughts and they mad, and then they keep playing with themselves and thoughts and playing thoughts and sex. Those ain't nothing but demons. I don't think they're nothing but demons, because if they get in my girls, they're demons. So if they get in my sons, they're demons. They're not in my girls, they're demons. And in my son, they're just thoughts. They're just fantasies. But I don't think that you should be like, well, if you shouldn't masturbate, because there's so many diseases, you should masturbate. No, you should control yourself. You should control yourself. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but I got to teach him that word. Don't I at least got to teach him that word? Control, so he can understand what control means. So he don't just go through the world. And I'm going to do it again, thinking that's how men are. And that's what they do. Because I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of women walking around being like, men cheat. That's what they do. Men cheat. No, they don't. You allow them to cheat by keep on making it seem like they can't control their penis. By us not putting that word in bold print with exclamation points and all them things, control, we are allowing them to cheat and be like, and then we sitting up there saying that BS. That's how they are. Men cheat. Men do, they can't control themselves. The person that the Most High made first, made to carry babies, the one that he made us a protector, cannot control himself. Well, then I'm the head of household then, damn it. Don't get mad then when a woman stand up then, because I'm the head of household, because then obviously I can control myself better than he can. So let me be the head of household. Don't get mad when I boss up on these men then, because you can't even control your damn self. You can't control your penis, but you want to be boss. Nope. Oh, Denise, you're not working today? I didn't even know you wasn't working. Should I? You know what? I should have, because last night I was gonna call you because I was thinking maybe I should have did this video on Facebook. So then I could have sent the link and then you could have came on and we could have had this whole conversation. Because I really, who is Lacey? Is Lacey here? Hey, Lacey. I didn't even know Lacey was here. I did not even know Lacey was here. Sarah said, I come from the era where you got pregnant just talking on the phone. Oh, Lord. Lord, 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 Lord. That was going on. Girl, I didn't even know. That's some serious stuff. He is on the phone. He was talking that good stuff, wasn't he? He was talking that good stuff. But anyway, let me see what some other people said. Natasha said, exactly. God breaks down everything and gives us a way out of trouble. Therefore, it's safe to say if he does these things, then he gives us a way to handle teaching our children about self-control. Absolutely, Natasha. I think it's our job. I think somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Somebody. And men, I don't know if I said this already, but I would just appreciate it if y'all can give some constructive criticism and stop keep talking about a woman can't raise a man. Because I know a lot of women who have raised men because they got to turn into a man, you know, because you go from a boy to a man. So they were actually men. And they were strong men, you know. I mean, now I'm sure that because they did not have their father in their life, there are some things that they're lacking. I'm pretty sure of that because we are children are supposed to be raised by both parents. That's just how it is. The Most High made it. A man and a woman makes the baby. The man and the woman is supposed to take care of the baby. That child equally needs that estrogen and testosterone. It's not one that's supposed to be more than the other. It's supposed to be equal for both the girls and the little boys. So yes, absolutely. Let me see what someone else said. Oh, Sarah said, that's why I didn't allow that playing house crap in my house. My sister-in-law's always with that. Do you have a boyfriend, girlfriend to my kids? No, I don't go with that either. And let me just be honest. I told my daughters, and a lot of people may think that this is a little crazy because, you know, kids sneak. But I told my daughters that they could not have a boyfriend until they were 18 years old. Yep, I said 18. I did not say 16. I did not say 17. I did not know. I said 18. 18 when you're grown, because I feel this way. And I'm speaking from experience. So I'm literally speaking from experience that I don't think that you have time to be focused on no boys right now. I think focusing on boys, and I be telling my son the same thing. Focusing on girls take your mind off of what the goal is. I mean, like we have a goal, and the goal is for you to get up out of this house and then have a career or some or a purpose going on when you leave, and not to be sitting up here getting somebody pregnant, you know what I mean, or getting pregnant or being all caught up in relationship and love at this age. No, because I was talking to my mother not too long ago. And she had told me, she was like, that's how come kids are not supposed to be running out having sex at early ages, because they need time to get to know themselves. If you're running out there at 16, 17, 18 years old, messing around with these boys and these girls, calling yourself in love, having these babies, then how do you get to know yourself? Which is true, because as soon as you fall in love, as soon as you think you in love, you start tolerating stuff that you wouldn't normally tolerate. Stuff that's, you know, like I said, you wouldn't normally tolerate, you start doing it. Why? All out of the name of love. So you ain't really truly got to know yourself to be like, you know what? This is not my thing. I don't tolerate this. I don't want to be bothered with it, because now you done sat up there and fell in love, and now you're dealing with some stuff that you shouldn't be dealing with. You got to get to know yourself first. I totally agree. Don't worry about no boys. Don't worry about going out there having babies. Don't worry about no girls too. Running out there, going out there to have them babies, because then when you do that, then you really ain't focusing on yourself, because now you're focusing on this baby and what this baby want, and you're focusing on the baby daddy or the baby mama. Where's the baby mama at, and what is she doing with my? Oh Lord, you need time to figure out about yourself. What do you want? What do you like? You know, do you like clean the dirt? Do you like to stay up all night at night? Are you okay with the snoring? You like, you know, what do you want? We don't leave no time to figure out things because you're trying to run out there and have a boyfriend or a girlfriend out of it. No, absolutely not. And I actually like the way Jasmine, my daughter Jasmine, oh, she's on boss mode when it comes to boyfriends. And this is what she says. And she's been saying this the whole time. She been like, yeah, there's some cute boys. There's some boys that I think is cute, you know, because even though I say not to 18, I'm not stupid. I understand that, you know, they still got hormones and stuff like that. They still think the boys is cute and he's so fine and all of that stuff. So I still have the conversation with my girls. But Jasmine be like, look, there's some cute ones. They all fine and dandy, but Mom, I got future plans. I don't have time to be trying to get into a relationship because it's not going to last long. Because then when I graduate from high school, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, girl, you know, because it's true. It's true. Like, why in your sophomore, junior year? So let's say I told my girls that they can have boyfriends at 16. 16, you like a sophomore, junior, you're graduating in 2 years. Why would I do that to you? I mean, allow you to get into a relationship so then you can be sitting up there possibly contemplating, well, I don't know if I want to go to that college now because he's going to be here. So I want to go here. He's going there and I want to transfer. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Ain't nobody got time for that. And that's the same thing I am telling Jaden. Nope, Jaden, you're going to have to wait till you 18. And first of all, you ain't finna be sitting up in my couch on my sofa anyway, hugging and kissing. Because of that 16, 17, you want a boyfriend, you going to pay some bills? Is you going to help pay half on this rent? I mean, what about this light bill, gas bill? Because that's some grown people stuff, all that, and getting hickeys and stuff on next. Oh, no. And then plus, I think things go above and beyond that way. 16, 17, there's only so much kissing that boy going to want to do. We're talking about the boys here. There's only so much kissing he going to want to do. He knows there's other body parts there. Why he want to keep dealing with it when he knows there's some breasts there? You go a little bit further, there's a vagina, but he want to sit here for about a year or two and just no, I'm not stupid. I'm not going. You're not going to get Geneva and her kids called. You know what I'm saying, sister? Where my sister at? She's still here. Hello, goodbye. You know what I'm trying to. Timothy is here. Okay, good. We got a man. Let me see what Tim had to say. Timothy said it's hard. This is what Timothy said. He said it's hard when you try to teach your son about how he's supposed to conduct himself and how to treat women, especially when the world is telling him that it's okay to be feminine and date the same sex. Oh, Lord. Yes. Oh, woo, Timothy, you know what? You brought up a good point because that's a whole nother thing. Not only do we got to talk to our sons, oh, Lord, about regular sex, about boy and girl sex, you got to teach your sons to watch out for these girls, these boys, a girl, whatever. Because you don't even know today's time if the boy is really a girl. I mean, you got to talk to them about gay stuff. You got to let them know what's not cool. Just like one thing I will not do is allow my son to wear them tight ass pants. You know them pants this out right now with them tight ass pants that look like our pants, the women's pants, where we showing our hips and you know, and our booty shape and stuff and our thighs, the thickness of the thighs. That's what the man damn near wearing. I will not let my son wear them tight ass pants because nowhere in his brain am I trying to let him know that wearing some stretch pants is okay for men. Not happening. It's not going to happen. Nowhere. And maybe back in the day, it was okay sometimes for men to wear pink because men knew where men stayed and women knew where women stayed. But in today's time, nowhere on this earth am I allowing my son to wear pink anything. Sorry, son, we're not wearing a pink shirt. We're not wearing no pink, nothing pink. I don't give a damn how cute it looks mixed in with the blue. It had a little blue in the little. Nope, because ain't finna get nobody confused because just like Timothy said, there's too much going on. You got to have a conversation with your son about regular sex. Then you got to have a conversation with him about this gay stuff. And just to think, and I'm not talking about Atlanta because I've never been there, but I heard Atlanta is the capital of gayisms. Gayisms. And I was gonna move to Atlanta, and then I thought about that. I think it was like sometime last year. I was like, Geneva, you did right, because you do not need to move your son around all of that gayism. Ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, he got to deal with it enough in the world, and you already got to have a conversation about it. We don't need to move him all around that And then you trying to figure out what boys is really boys, what girls is really girls. Ain't nobody got time. We do not have time. Hey, right, Denise and Pretty, right? Them dang on skinny jeans. Not my son, not them skinny jeans, but I appreciate that, Timothy, because yeah, because then we got to try to teach our sons how to be respectful towards women. Stop calling them whores and bitches and sluts. I mean, it's just so bad. I mean, it's so bad. And I'm so used to having a conversation with my girls about what guys you should, be, watch out for, or how to handle things that way. Now I gotta flip it and figure out how to have this conversation with my son about what you should be looking out for as far as girls, and what type of man I want him to be. you know what I do and don't want my son to do. What I definitely don't want him to do is he better not be putting his hands on any girls. Geneva's not tolerating that. Now, what I don't want him to do is stand there and be a punching bag. I don't want him to be no punching bag for no woman, and got no woman walking up to him trying to slap him or scratch him. He better know how to grab them. And then, then you can only do so much of that before you got to get up and leave. You just got to get up and leave so you don't have a reflex and end up popping somebody or pushing her. So no, stop the arms and then leave. So I don't want him to be a punching bag for no woman, but I absolutely don't want him sitting up there hitting anybody, because if a girl call me talking about my son done hit her, I'm going to have to reach out and touch him. And, I don't want to touch him, not at that age. Would have hoped that I done did a good job teaching my son. My sister said, don't play with them songs around our son. Oh, yeah, them songs too. We got to be careful with the music today, because the music is horrible. Be careful with the things that our children are watching on TV. Like Jaden was watching Dawn of the Dead because he likes scary movies. And I let him watch Dawn of the Dead. But what I had forgot was the one part in Dawn of the Dead when the girl is having sex with the man on like a bike or whatever. And I forgot about that. So I had walked in the room and I seen him watching it. And I walked out of the room and I had a feeling, it was a feeling that something was off. Something was off, something wasn't right. And I didn't know what it was. And then I went back upstairs and I'm like, are you watching this? And, I wouldn't have normally had an issue with it, but I told him to find something else to watch. And it still hadn't dawned on me what it was. And I went downstairs, was like, that sex scene. Oh, you don't want him to see that, because the girl was moaning and he was doing it from the back. Good grief. I know, so now I really got to monitor, because back in the day, my son would watch things. And when he seen a girl kissing, he'd be like, ew. And then just recently, I was watching something on TV and he had walked in the living room. And normally he would walk in and see that and ew, or I would turn, but I purposely did not turn. I just left the kissing scene on there. And I was looking out of my peripheral because I wanted to see what his response was. And his response was to stand there and watch it. So in my brain, I said, it's now currently going down. Things has changed. Your son done got taller, his voice done got deeper, and things is starting to change. So that's why I wanted to come on here and have this talk with y'all, because I'm trying to figure this whole thing out, people. I'm trying to figure out what to do. How should I handle this situation? I mean, I got my sister. I got it together. I do, but I just wanted to come on here and have this conversation with y'all, because like I said, on YouTube, I didn't really see a whole lot of positive things going on as far as Black women or women finding out how we're supposed to raise our sons, or what what are we supposed to say to them about their penis? Do we have that talk? Do we go in the shower with them and be like, boy, clean yourself? Or are we nervous? And, should I be looking at the penis? Or he a little older now, I shouldn't be really staring at it, trying to figure out how to handle this. And I just wanted to talk to my ladies and see how you felt about it. Yes, we do have to teach us mothers. Thank you, Miss Jenkins. Miss Jenkins said, great topic. Thank you so much. Some strong fathers have several battles to fight to raise a son. Criminal-wise, racism, and feminism. That is a lot. I mean, especially if you're raising a Black son, then yes, criminal-wise, racism, and worried about your son somehow going the other way. which would have just has to be devastating if that happens. Good morning, Penny. How you doing today, love? How are you doing today? But yeah, sister, you know what? We might have to go on Facebook and have this conversation on Facebook and spread it out over there, because I think that you're a good person to talk to, because you got more experience raising sons. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here. Was it anything else on this whole issue that I wanted to discuss? No, the main thing is that we need to teach our sons to value themselves, just like how we teach our daughters that their body is special, their virginity is special, all of that is special. Well, we need to teach our sons that their body is just as special, that there is value there. All of that is value. You don't just give that away to any old body. You don't stick that in any old thing. A lot of them juices out there in them girls' vaginas is not good juices. It got diseases mixed in them juices. Just like men have diseases, could possibly have diseases in their sperms. It may possibly be some diseases in woman juices. And I do not want my son sticking his penis up in any girl's body. But then again, I want to teach my son about control. He has to understand about control. There is too much allowing the man to just do whatever he want to do and say that that's how men are. I don't believe that. I don't believe the creator of everything would make the man first, make him supposed to be the head of the household, make him supposed to be the protector, just to then have him say that he cannot control a penis, control a body part. I don't believe that. Geneva is not going. And if you are believing that, then I don't know what to tell you, people. But I just wanted to come on here and throw some other stuff out there in your ear. You don't necessarily have to go back. I'm not trying to change anybody's thoughts. I'm just trying to put a light bulb in there, make you think a little bit, especially if you got some sons, especially because these going to be boys that's going to turn to men one day. And what type of men are they going to be later on? And like I said, I'm sick of hearing women can't raise men. They gonna raise, because the fact of the matter is that sometimes we don't have a choice, and we just need to figure out how it needs to be done and do it correctly to the best of our ability. Because that's all we can do is do what we can do to the best of our ability. Because if the other person is missing, I can't do nothing about that. If there's some shortcomings, he gonna have to take some of the fault for that, because I did the best that I can do as being a human being. But I appreciate all of you for taking the time out to come on here and listen to what I have to say. What Penny say? I'm feeling awkward just hearing it, but knowledge is power. I know it can be, but I can be a little vulgar when it comes to things. I just want to say what it is. And I do teach my son to say penis and vagina. I do teach him that. My sister said that she does that too. I actually got that. Well, I probably would have already done that because that's how I say it with my girls. But my sister mentioned that too, that she taught the kids right off top to say things exactly how it should be. Penis and vagina. We're not going to say ussy or your ick or, like all of them bad words, your ucking. No, sex, vagina, breasts, penis, testicles. You know what I mean? So I'm going to, so I can be a little vulgar when I'm saying things. So I'm just saying it exactly how it is. Exactly. Because we're all adults, Penny. So if it was some children I made, no, I probably wouldn't still, because if it's juices, then it's damn juices. If it's juices in the vagina, I gotta say it's juices in the vagina. I have to say that, even if I'm talking to my son, because I don't want him to think that there's oils in there or it's some dust or, it's a little sand. I have to say exactly what it is so he can know in his mind, So it can be uncomfortable, though. But what Timothy say? There should be uncles, cousins, and grandfathers teaching these boys, especially if there's no father. I have several nephews, and I try to talk with them about everything. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. It should be uncles and cousins and grandfathers that should be able. But a lot of the time, there's just like no one really good to go to with that. So I guess that's where you start trying to find books, or maybe trying to find YouTube videos. And I will say this. Like I said, I really didn't see any where it was a negative videos as far as Black people talking about how Black women should raise their sons. But I did see some on the white side about puberty. Boys in Puberty one-on-one. So, you know, if you want to see some videos, I'm pretty sure they got some videos over there. I just would love for the Black man to do a video and break it down, but just be positive about it, not be so negative and so mean about it, and like really try to give us advice. Like, ladies, this is probably what you should do. And if you notice that your son's penis is super hard in the morning, it's probably hard because he has to use the bathroom. Oh, that's what it is? So if it's hard in the morning, it's because he got to pee. So do you mean that if he pee, then it's going to go down? Is it going to go down or is it not? Because he had a dream. Like, I don't know. What is it, fathers, men, Black men? We need you. I'm just saying. 1995, Million Man March. What is it good for? Woo! What was it for? Just the unity of Black people, to show that Black people could come together? I really don't know. I really don't know. Because right now we need them. We need the Black men. I love my Black men. I don't give a damn how negative they be. You know, sometimes I love them. I love them. I love their strength. I just love Black men. You know, we all got shortcomings, Black men and Black women. We all equally got many, many shortcomings, but I love my Black men. I really don't know what the whole Million Man March was, but we need them. We need them to boss up and be there for us 500%, whether you are there physically with us or you just see a Black woman and you like, you know, let me give her a little knowledge. Let me help this sister out right quick, you know, and stop coming down on the Black woman so dang on hard. Just give us a little one-on-one. That's all we need. We need them. We call them out of that sunken place. Oh, wow. Yes, we got to call them out. And I'm saying this in the most respectful way. This is not all across the board, all Black men. I'm not saying that. You know, if the shoe fits, and you got to wear it. But if it don't fit, then you know I'm not talking about you, Black man. The one that I'm not talking to, you are the ones that I need you to try to educate the other ones. You know what I mean? Let them know, stop being so mean sometimes. Be a little positive. Give some constructive criticism. What did Peach say? Peach said, I want them, but it's hard for me to have them, and I'm 35 years old. I just gave it to God. When he's ready for me to have them, then I will be blessed with that gift. That's what the Peach said, that the chosen. Oh, Peach saying that she don't have any children right now, but she want them. You know what, Peach? If you don't have any children right now, that's because the Most High don't see fit for you to have children. But when you have children, it will be exactly the right time. Maybe you haven't had any because the Most High think that you still need time to try to learn some things and get some stuff together. You know, probably get your life, so it can be perfect, damn near perfect, especially with the right man. Because that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. We need to make sure that we have our babies by the right person, because we really want them to be there. You know, we would love for them to be there so we can be able to do this thing together in unison. Oh, how beautiful is that? A Black man and a Black woman sitting up there raising their child together. Oh, it got to be a beautiful thing. So I'm pretty sure when it happened, hopefully it will be because it's meant to happen, because the Most High said, right now is the time. This is the right man. She's in the right stage in her life. This is going to be the time. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work being a parent. It's a lot, especially when you start having more than one, and then you realize that each child is different and you got to handle each child accordingly. So you can't do one and just put it all across the board, because nope, they're all different. They all got different personalities and stuff. But anyway, because I keep going. I really will. I just keep going. But thank you again. Oh, women feel less than when they can't have them. Well, we don't want you to feel like that, Peachy. Not Peachy. Peachy is all woman, and she will have them babies when it's time for her to have them babies. And if not, then the Most High did not see fit for whatever reason. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer of that. Even when it's something bad or I can't figure it out, I always be like, it must be. It got to be a reason why it's going down like this. I can't figure it out. But later on, it always makes sense. At that moment, it's probably ain't making out a lick of a sense. I'm just so extra confused. But always, the Most High never fails. He always let me see why that happened to me. It might be a little later. So, you know. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all taking the time out to come and watch Geneva in Geneva's Closet while we talk about the sex talk about our son's penis and the masturbation and stuff. But people, I gotta go because I gotta go take care of some things today. I will be calling my sister. Denise, I'm about to call you. Make sure you be by your phone, sister. And you all have a fabulous Monday, people. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video so all the other single mothers can understand, so we can have this talk together, so we can, put some things in their ear so they can read y'all comments. So I'm happy that these live comments actually stay there and that they don't disappear. I'm happy that YouTube kept them there so that when people watch the video, they can go in there and read y'all comments and see what y'all have to say. Because not only what I got to say, it's what my people got to say too, because y'all have a lot of great things to say. But I appreciate you all. You all have an absolutely fabulous. You're welcome, Peachy. Love you, girl. Love you, Peachy. Love you, Natasha. You have a fabulous day. And Drop Squad and Timothy. And then I say Penny and Chosen and Miss Jenkins and Kelly and everybody that's here today. Chosen. Bye, people. Bye, people. Where my blingity? Bye.